think one of the major themes of the banquet that we see in today's readings, including the psalm, is the abundance of it. I mean, the Lord doesn't just give us like a deli meal or something, but we get a banquet. Of course, it applies on many levels. For example, that first reading from Isaiah 25 about the banquet and the Lord destroying death forever. And of course, the famous Psalm 23, the Lord is my shepherd, even although I walk through the valley of death, I fear no evil, he spreads a banquet before me. They're used for funeral liturgies. So we're reminded of the banquet of eternal life, and of course, Jesus many times in his parables talks about the kingdom as a banquet, to which people are invited, but often don't come, they make excuses, so hopefully we don't do that. Or they're not properly clothed, with love and joy and peace. The wedding garment. Yeah, so it's a wedding feast besides our union with God. And of course, the Eucharist is a daily reminder coming to us in the form of food that the Lord is a banquet for us. But it's not just the Eucharist either, is it? It's our daily lives we receive God's nourishment. Not just at the Eucharist, but hopefully all the time, in great abundance. There's a famous Zen parable, a Zen koan, which speaks as two monks speaking to each other, and one says, "Oh, I'm so poor, can you give me something?" And of course it's a setup, but the other monk replies, "What do you mean, you've just had 3 cups of the best wine in China?" Well, they haven't been drinking. What he's referring to is life itself, is simply being present to the abundance that's around us, within us. We would see it as with the abundance of the Spirit of Christ, within us. And it's not just a sip, it's 3 cups. It's an abundance, Spreading the table before me. Anointing my head with oil. But oil is a wonderful symbol of richness and abundance, the way it's used in ancient cultures especially. In fact, the word shemen in Hebrew, which is, anoint my head with oil, is used in that first reading for the juicy, rich food, that part. Juicy, rich foods. They're just like full of oil and fat. It's just a wonderful abundance that the Lord gives us. So it's not just after we die, and it's not even just at the Eucharist. It's moment by moment by moment by moment. If we just open ourselves, to those 3 cups of the best wine, which are given to us, if we just live in God's presence. It should be intoxicating. It should be energizing. It should give us all the nourishment we need and all the joy we need, just like a good meal with the fellowship that we share with the communion of saints. So let's not go hungry. Let's get drunk on the wine of God's presence and the wine of God's love. Let's share that with one another. It's certainly a lot better than getting drunk on other stuff. And it's much more fulfilling. So let's enjoy it and share that fellowship with others.